We're live this afternoon from Adelaide Oval. You join us for this big bash match between the Adelaide Strikers and the Hobart Hurricanes. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch, not much fun for the bowlers. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Thanks, David. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think anyone would have batted first in these conditions. Likely the openers will be licking their lips.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Right there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
That's a boundary save for sure. There'll be one run here for them.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. No pressure as they found a gap.
Short, gets off the mark.
Yep.
Bowler!
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
Thompson did very nicely out there on the boundary.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
The strikers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Rogers coming into the attack from the Cathedral end. Perfect technique and placement.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Huge appeal. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
It's a good shot, 4 straight down the ground.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
That's cut off nicely, 4 runs saved.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Meredith from the City end. Nicked it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Out. Caught.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
For the Adelaide strikers, please make them welcome.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Right there.
Just too much height on that one.
Always looking to cash in on a free hit. Up to the bowler to come up with something to prevent it happening. Finds the edge.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Catch it. Yep.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Wade, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Yep.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Over ends, so too does the power play. Change is coming in the field.
Waiting.
Catch! Caught and bowled.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Waiting.
Out! Good catch! Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
A very successful over ends. The fielders will congratulate the bowler for their efforts. 2 wickets taken, and with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. The right armour is coming into the attack on the city end.
These 2 batters will have a lot of opportunities to score as the field comes in.
Yep.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Wade, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket.
Yep.
Plays it nice and late. Might beat them to the 3rd man boundary.
Managed to get it fine and it trickled away to the boundary. Just waited on it nicely. It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yep.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Only a touch short and punished. Beautiful shot.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Got the boundary last ball. Punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Loud appeal. Huge edge. Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Gone! Not a great shot to start the over.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Nielsen ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball. Well left. There are two kinds of leaves in cricket. This is a good one, which sees the ball sail through to the keeper, and not one that's going to rattle the stumps.
Yep. Keeper's in. Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Right there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep. Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Right.
Couldn't get it through the field. 6 runs added in that over. The strikers are 5 for 57. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the city end.
Going with the spinner.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Edge! What a ball! Bowler is confident on this one.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Ball is in.
A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway. Ellis, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming in. The attack from the Cathedral end.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Catch.
And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Khan will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
That's a boundary save for sure. No pressure as they've found a gap.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
on the drive.
Ellis with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Ellis getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters.
Yep.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs. A bit lucky, that's just sailed through to the keeper.
Waiting.
6 runs added in the over. The strikers are 6 for 72. Ellis on the Cathedral end.
Yeah. Bowler.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
Catch.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Trouble. Oh, gone.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Yep.
Just too much height on that one.
Rogers did very nicely out there on the boundary. Always looking to cash in on a free hit. Up to the bowler to come up with something to prevent it happening.
Yep. Bowler.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Bad decision making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Waiting. Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Lamachani will be disappointed with that delivery.
Yep.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Going with pace now.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep. Yep.
Huge appeal. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
What a superb delivery. Too good. Didn't know where it was going, and it knocked them over.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Yeah.
Time that perfectly.
Well, that's an example of good running. Should always be on the lookout for runs in this format.
Yeah.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Strikers are now 8 for 103.
Over. The strikers are 8 for 103.
Yep.
Oh, faintest of sounds. No one to catch it though. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait there. Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Misses everything.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Right on. Yeah.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Finds the edge.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball. Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Siddle has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Just too much height on that one.
Don't see that very often. Back-to-back no balls, and it's at times like this, as a bowler, where you've got to go back to basics. End of the over. 16 runs coming from it. The strikers are 8 for 190. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Right on.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
121. Forward Ahmed is the new batter for the Adelaide Strikers.
Yes.
Thick edge.
Bowler.
Ahmed gets off the mark.
Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Keeper.
End of the over. 4 off it. The strikers are 9 for 123.
9 for 123.
Going with spin now.
Tim David, the new bowler, into the attack.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
That's a really good half-century. Ensure that the run rate has been maintained. Now they'll be looking to double it.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. David shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. A couple on offer here.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot that.
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled away just behind square leg.
Are now 9 for 137.
This will be the first over of the power play. This pair should be really trying to push the scoring rate along.
Yep.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Edged. Edged it.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Got way too much bounce on that delivery.
Meredith is usually very good at not bowling no balls. Must have got something wrong with the run-up. Great shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Over ends, so too does the power play. Change is coming in the field. Ellis coming back into the attack.
Into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Too full, got what it deserved.
Yes.
Edge, amazing delivery. There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Super shot.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming.
Now on 9 for 158.
The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate.
Yes.
Nicked it! Quick onto that in the infield. No pressure as they've found a gap.
The Hurricanes get underway, easy as you like, with a single.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Nice shot, 4 runs.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Couldn't get it through the field. Sharp, textbook pull shot. That's racing away to the boundary.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Garton, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the Cathedral end. Beaten on the drive.
Nice.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Yeah. No. Yep.
Really good shot there.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Nice.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
A little flick of the wrist for an easy run.
5 runs in that over. The Hurricanes are none for 17.
Yeah. Keeper.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Huge edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Catch. Yeah.
Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away. Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Catch it.
Nice shot.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Fantastic catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and the disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they've got out like that.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Good work there on the boundary. Shaw takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
A bit lucky, that's just sailed through to the keeper.
Sweetly hit down the ground. They'll be hard pressed to stop it. Super catch. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Just threw the shot too early.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. Agar on the City end. Misses everything.
Agar with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep. That's a boundary save for sure.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Agar has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Finds the edge. Nielsen is sure of this. They were so quick behind the stumps. This looks gone. Great catch. First ball of the over.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. David, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
That shot sees them get their innings started. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yep. Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Exquisite. The on drive, never an easy shot to play, but that one looked like it was.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Thick edge. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
The Hurricanes weren't given much of an opportunity, a very tidy over. Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack. Massive edge. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Got their head right in line with the ball, a beautiful strike there down the ground.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Good shot, a beauty.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty. Hanscom comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Big edge! Oh, faintest of sounds. No one to catch it, though. The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
What a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yes.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
That's the over. The Hurricanes are 4 for 53. Nicely clipped off the pads.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away. Lovely shot. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled away just behind square leg. Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep. Ball is in.
got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Right out of the middle.
A brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Hurricanes are 4 for 65. Siddle coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yes.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Siddle, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
Chance.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yep.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
9 runs added in that over. The Hurricanes are 4 for 74.
Yes.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep.
It's a good shot, 4 straight down the ground.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Edged it. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it was moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. A couple on offer here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Thompson was maybe a bit too eager. The ball wasn't really there to play that shot.
10 runs added in that over. The Hurricanes are 5 for 84.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Yep.
No pressure as they've found a gap.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball and it seems so early. Got onto the back foot so quickly and just pushes it away behind square.
Yes.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side, elegant as ever, and picking up good runs.
Yes.
Got it behind square on the leg side. Swiveled and pulled away. Didn't get all of it though, I don't think.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Ahmed did very nicely out there on the boundary.
That's a really good half century. Ensured the strike rate's maintained. He's pushed on really, really well.
Waiting.
Glove?
Yeah!
Is there glove? There is glove. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The sounds of a cheering crowd right behind the bowler. An extremely difficult ask for any batter to come out and face a hat-trick ball.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yes.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Good return, back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Ahmed has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Catch it.
Great shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot, stabs the ball away. The fielders had no chance.
Yes. Bowler.
Hits that well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yes.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the City end. Absolutely nailed it.
Went downtown and did it very well.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Got hit to the boundary last ball and comes back with a dot.
Yep.
Runs it off the face of the bat, almost behind point. Plenty of chasing to pull this one back.
You can't bowl that wide to someone of this skill. That's just a simple square cut through to the boundary for 4.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good precision with that throw back from the deep.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Ahmed from the Cathedral end.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep. Dismisses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
A little bit short, not horribly short. Moves the feet well and the hands even better.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Edged.
No!
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep. Bowler. Hitting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yes.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Beaten on the drive.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yep.
Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Brilliant diving stop. 10 runs added there. The Hurricanes are 7 for 149.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Caught, gone.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Meredith is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Drives and misses everything.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough to get on it for 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
End of the over. 9 off it. The Hurricanes are 8 for 158. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the City end. Misses everything.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, you never knew which way this game was going. A great finish to a super match that had everything.
This was a lot closer than it looked on paper. What a fantastic game. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you very soon.